In the grand tapestry of history, some figures shine so brightly they cast long, lonely shadows. Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen, was one such figure. We remember her as Gloriana, a Titan who ruled for over 4 decades, who defeated the Spanish Armada, and who ushered in a golden age of culture. But behind the crown, the jewels, and the formidable ruff, was a woman who sat on what was perhaps the loneliest throne in Europe. Imagine this: you are the most powerful woman in the world. Every courtier bows to you, every ambassador hangs on your every word. You command armies, you shape the destiny of a nation, yet you can trust no one completely. This was Elizabeth's reality. Her life began in the shadow of the executioner's axe that took her mother, Anne Boleyn. From that moment on, she learned a brutal lesson. Power is a dangerous game, and love is a vulnerability she could ill afford. She spent her youth navigating a treacherous court, even being imprisoned in the Tower of London by her own half-sister, Queen Mary. She learned to be shrewd, to be a master of disguise, to hide her true thoughts and feelings behind a mask of regal authority. When she finally ascended the throne at 25, she was already a veteran of political survival. But survival came at a cost. It built walls around her heart that would never truly come down. Throughout Europe, monarchs married to forge alliances and secure their dynasties. Kings and ministers from every corner of the continent pressured Elizabeth to do the same. The marriage question dominated her reign for decades. Suitors came and went: Philip of Spain, the Duke of Anjou, Eric of Sweden. Each proposal was a political landmine. A foreign husband could drag England into unwanted wars or subject it to foreign influence. A domestic husband could ignite jealousy and factionalism among her own nobles. For Elizabeth, marriage wasn't a matter of love. It was a strategic calculation with the fate of her kingdom hanging in the balance. She flirted, she negotiated, she delayed. She played the game so masterfully that she became known as the Virgin Queen, forever wedded to her people and her country. It was a brilliant piece of political branding, a symbol of her singular devotion. But what was the personal price of this devotion? While she famously declared, "I have no desire to make windows into men's souls," her own soul remained a closely guarded fortress. The one man many believe she truly loved was Robert Dudley, Earl of Leicester, her childhood friend. Their bond was deep and undeniable. They rode together, laughed together, and for years the court buzzed with rumors of their romance. He was her sweet Robin, yet even here she could not yield. Dudley was already married, and when his wife died under mysterious circumstances, the ensuing scandal made a royal marriage impossible. To marry him would have been to risk her crown, to validate the whispers of her enemies. And so she kept him close, but always at arm's length, a constant, painful reminder of the life she could not have. Her court was a dazzling, vibrant place, filled with poets, playwrights, and ambitious noblemen. It was the center of power, fashion, and culture. She was the sun around which all these planets revolved. Yet, in this crowded, glittering world, she was utterly alone in her authority. Every decision, from matters of state to the execution of a traitor, was ultimately hers. There was no husband to confide in, no co-ruler to share the immense burden of the crown. Her chief advisors, men like William Cecil and Francis Walsingham, were loyal servants, but they were still subjects. The final weight of every choice rested on her shoulders alone. Think of the immense pressure. She faced constant threats, assassination plots, Catholic conspiracies, the looming shadow of her cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots, who held a rival claim to the throne. For nearly 20 years, Elizabeth kept Mary a prisoner, a dangerous and expensive political chess piece. The decision to finally sign Mary's death warrant was one of the most agonizing of her life. It was a move to secure her throne and her country, but it meant ordering the execution of her own kin, another queen anointed by God. Can we even comprehend the isolation of that moment, the solitude of a conscience grappling with such a choice? As she grew older, this loneliness became more profound. The friends of her youth, like Dudley, passed away. A new generation of ambitious young courtiers, like the dashing but reckless Earl of Essex, vied for her favor. She saw in Essex a reflection of the vibrant spirit she once had, but his ambition ultimately led to rebellion and his own execution. It was yet another betrayal, another loss. One can only imagine the queen, now in her old age, looking around her court, and seeing only the ghosts of those she had once known and trusted. Her famous golden speech to Parliament near the end of her life offers a poignant glimpse into her heart. She told them, "Though you have had and may have many princes more mighty and wise sitting in this seat, yet you never had or shall have any that will be more careful and loving." It was the confession of a queen who had sacrificed personal happiness for public duty. Her love was for her people, her family was her kingdom. In her final days, it said she refused to go to bed, standing for hours, lost in silent contemplation. Perhaps she was reviewing her long, tumultuous reign. Perhaps she was communing with the ghosts of her past, her mother, her sister Dudley, Essex, Mary, surrounded by attendants, yet in a world of her own. She had built a powerful, prosperous, and proud England. She had become a legend. But the legend of Gloriana was built on the profound and enduring loneliness of Elizabeth Tudor. She was a queen who ruled with her head, not her heart, because she knew the price of vulnerability. She chose power over partnership, sovereignty over submission. In doing so, she secured her legacy as one of history's greatest monarchs. But we must remember that behind the powerful portraits and the stirring speeches was a woman who walked the corridors of power alone, the solitary guardian of a lonely throne. Her story is not just a tale of political triumph, but a deeply human story of sacrifice, solitude, and the heavy price of wearing a crown. Thank you for watching. If you found this glimpse into the life of the Virgin Queen fascinating, please like, subscribe, and join us for more journeys into the hidden corners of history.